West, y'all.
And it looks like we're going to be even more patient after what happened with the podcast balls. But I just want to touch on that, man, because the results came out on Thursday. There were a bunch of categories, and they announced the winners. There's a first, second, and third place for each category, and they announced the winners on Thursdays. And I want to congratulate you for making it in the Pacifica Emoji and host category. You came third place, bro. Yeah. But it was sort of like if people don't know, it's sort of like what do you say? Like it's not what it was all cracked up to be.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Also, thank you. I didn't. So when it came out, bro, I sat down and everybody was throwing me these congrats out, and I sat down and I just did it. It just didn't fit right with me, and I was just, something was, I don't know what it was, bro, but something in my head was just like, bro, this is whack, because I didn't think it was going to be like that either. Like I thought they were, so the radio ones, I thought they were going to have their own separate one, and everybody else would be in all these other ones. I sensed that was going to happen. The red flag for me was when they sent out an email, bro. You would have got that email. And they said, hey, man, a week to go to the podcast awards. Shout outs to all the independent ones. We would like to show you 3 of our independent podcasts for you to check out. That for me was like, oh, wow, okay, I see where this is going now. And that kind of cushioned the blow for me. I was like, yeah. And then it happened, and then I thought, oh yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. And then when I saw my name in it, I was like, I can't stand back. I just can't stand back and be like, cool, I'm gonna just take it and smile. So yeah, so I declined it. I emailed them and I said, hey, listen, like, thank you, firstly, but I think that this award needs to go to people that are pushing more Māori-based or Pacifica-based talanoa or kōrero, and if you could just take all my stuff off socials. And yeah, and the thing that did hurt me the most out of all that was, like, if you remember, bro, on when you had to sign up and stuff, it had the check boxes, right? And one of the check boxes were like, are you Māori or Pacifica? Right? Did you select that? Because that's all. I was like, yeah, I'm Māori. Sweet. Boom. I didn't know that was for the Māori, the best Māori host and stuff. I thought it was just like checking for things, right? Because if I knew it was for that, I wouldn't have selected it. Because I would have gone, I'm Māori, but my content isn't specifically for Māori. Like, it's for everybody. But it's not like, I'm not pushing the narrative of improving our reo or improving chats and talking about colonization and things like that, and how to globalize our culture, and it wasn't like that. And yeah, that made me automatically go, nah, I think I need to step back from this one. And then I also had a look at who didn't win, and that made me go, holy crap, like shit. There's some really awesome Māori-based content and Samoan-based content and Tongan, Tokelauan, and for them not to get noticed, I was just like, nah, that's not on. Yeah. Like, the people that ran this awards show, they had a great opportunity to crack the market, get people on, try and bring up some talent. And, bro, like, I've had Rover, and, like, this is, like, something. I've had Rover approach me about stuff, and, like, I turned them down because I was like, nah, I'm good, like, where I'm at, and I've got a community behind me that support me, and to move over would kind of, I would lose my credibility if I did, right? But I'm open to doing other things with them. But yeah, I've had meetings with them. So like, for me, and I don't mean to toot my own trumpet, but like, when there's talent on display, and there was a lot of talent on display, There's heaps out there. They had hundreds of podcasts to look at and go, cool, man, look at these guys. Oh, look what these guys are doing. You know, I like what these guys are doing. Maybe we could get them in and help them and give them some support. Instead of taking that route, they took the route of, let's just suck each other off. And, you know, like, and it was very, very straight up. It was very, very obvious that that's what they were doing. They were like, hey guys, here's a podcast awards. Yep, none of you are going to win, but we will give you some hope. And see, now, these podcasts, they're not going to come back I'm not coming back next year. I don't know what your thing is, but there's no way I'm going to come back because they disrespected the hardworking people that put in free energy and time, because that's what it is. All those people that won, let's have a look at Ursula, right? Ursula, Netflix special, bro, like $100 ticket to go and see her do stand-up. Amazingly talented, like superiorly talented comedian, like absolutely amazing. She doesn't need the recognition. She doesn't need like I think she got a Rodecaster mixer, right? She don't need that shit. Bro, I'm sitting here, bro, we have mic issues. Like I've had this mic here for 5 years. Like, you know, I that's what's probably happened as I was talking and the thing popped out and now we can't get back to the mic. You see what I'm saying? Is that, like, I'm not saying that I should have won it. I'm saying there's other people like me that would have changed the game for them. That would have been like, wow. And you think if there was like if it was me, if I would have won the independent podcast of the year, you know, with my $40 microphone, and you know, imagine. And it could have been you. It could have been anybody else. Could have been somebody, you know, like Katie Pie. You imagine what that would have done for the podcast people in New Zealand. Well, wow, I could win that. I can reach for that. That could be me. But now they've lost that. Everything that is all gone because they wanted to suck each other off, and they wanted to suck people. Like, let's be honest. Like, Ursula doesn't need anybody. That's why she's independent. She's very highly successful. Same with the other show that was on there. They're very highly successful. You know, it's kind of like, I'll suck you off. Maybe you'll come over to Rover. You feel me? Like, that's what it really was. And I feel for the people. I feel for people like yourself and people that put in that heart, that have that aroha towards the art form. And yeah, bro, it was really strange. It was a golden opportunity for them to really be good. And another thing, MediaWorks is going through a lot of bullshit at the moment with allegations and like real bad shit. Like, they've been investigated. This could have been a way for them to go, oh, here's us doing something for the community and helping and getting some good PR off that. But instead they chose to suck each other off. And and now we're back to square one, where like people just don't really give a fuck anymore. And bro, I may come off salty, but at the same time, I'm allowed to because I won something. like I won something and I'm like, this is bullshit. If I would have lost, I probably wouldn't have been as vocal. I would have been like, nah, it's fucking sucking each other off. Let's move forward. But because I won, I'm like, yeah, I won, and it's my duty, because nobody else is going to do it, but it's my duty for me to go, listen, man, like, these people are putting their free time into stuff. And you're over here going, here you go, Ursula, here's a roadcaster to add to your millions of dollars you got from Netflix. Or not millions, it wouldn't have been millions, but you know what I'm saying? So,
nah, man, that podcast awards was bullshit, man. Honestly, but no, you're right, man. You're absolutely right. And you being that mouthpiece for us to like do that shit, to not accept the award, and for your reasons, man, I just give it up to you, man. Because you know, like how you said about being salty, like, man, I would have been salty, man, but I wouldn't even put it out there because, you know, I don't want that perception. You know, but it's what I feel in my head. Like, this is bullshit, man. Like, independent podcasts got screwed, man. It's like we got fucked in the ass, you know. But you,
I would have listen, bro. I would have loved. This is what I would have done. Okay, if I was in charge of those independent awards, I would have gone, cool. We're going to have a gold, silver, and bronze. We're going to give 5 in each of those categories. We would have given 5 golds, 5 silvers, 5 bronze for 15 amazing, free, not famous, have no one financially backing them podcasts. Because the one that won it, they're if you talk about like, so let's have a look at the word independent, right? That means that like you are funding your own shit. You're not telling me, bro. Those and the third one, the history, that is fully independent. I can guarantee you that. I know that dude, and he's a good dude. But those other two, there's no way in hell, that they do not have an editor, a fucking marketing person, a person that's supplying, or there's no chance in hell that that's not working. I even know this because on Twitter, some of them were like, hey, this is the podcast that I edit, and it won. I'm like, edit? Shit. You just edit? That's all you do? Like, who's going to pay that person? You know? And so yeah, bro, it's a bit nice.
But it was good to see on social media, like, you know, they're getting criticized for it too. So and New Zealand Podcast Award Twitter page, they were replying to these criticisms. They say, oh, you know, we'll do better. We'll come back next year. We'll evolve. Okay, bro. I think it's too late, man. I mean,
too little, too late, bruv. Because I said, well, sadly, this is the last time I'm putting it on, and they go.
I heard them say, oh, we're sorry to hear that. You know.
And no. The thing that got me the most, bro, was this one. They go, we're sorry to hear that, Tim. You got a lot of engagement on the internet. I'm like, fuck, that's my community, my G. They're like that's not yours. And like I looked at like on Twitter, and like 50 people that are on their Twitter, were from like follow me. So I'm like, I told them each and every individual, like, unfollow these motherfuckers. Like, shit. But, like, if we look at it, right, it's actually, yeah, it was just disrespectful, bro. To people like you, bro. I would have gone, bro, yeah, give them, you know, put your name in one of those categories just to go, good on you, my G. Good on you for pushing and for being independent and putting yourself out there on the internet. But instead, slurpy slurp, they want to suck each other off. And yeah,
I was 100% thinking, we're not going to do it next year, man. We're not going to do it.
Oh, bro. I hope nobody does it, to be honest. Like, I hope it's just, and I know that's not going to happen, but I honestly hope that people just go, there's no chance in hell I'm going to win this. Why should I? Why should I do it? And then boom, away they go. I know a lot of people are waiting for me to like explode on the internet and go, fuck this shit, blah 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 blah. But I'm just keeping it real. I'll people that congratulate me, I DM them and I say, hey, listen, just so you know, I declined this. These are my reasons, and they take it down. That's.
Nah, that's what I loved about what you did, man. Like you represented all of us, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Bro, I could have done more. To be honest, bro. And I probably might do a little bit more, but I just felt that. Yeah, I just felt for. I remember me starting off this journey, bro, and how nerve-wracking it is, and how much effort you have to put in to kind of break and get viewers. And I remember, and you know, I still to this day have the same things that I do, and I remember that, and then I think, man, like I really wish that people like that can get recognized, bro, because you and everybody, all the podcasts that you have on your network, bro, do an amazing job, and they all are doing it out of the kindness and effort of their own hearts. And yeah, I wish I could have done a little bit more to kind of go, nah, stuff you all, you
Nah,
idiots.
Thank you, bro, for that. Yeah, man, like as you said, man, we'll just continue on doing what we're doing, man. That's
Bro,
exactly. And I feel like, you know, yeah, you know, my thoughts about this whole podcast award thing was, you know, I thought it was an opportunity for us to get it out there more, you know, for them to help us out, but obviously they didn't in the end. which was really really disappointing. So man, but it doesn't take away our passions, man, and what we're doing, man, and
Yeah.
it's not. What? We won't even think of it as a bump in the road. You know, it's not even, man.
Nah. I honestly like right now, like I had a couple of I had like probably Wednesday, Thursday, yesterday I was fizzling off. Today, bro, I'm straight on my grind again. I'm out editing. I'm out freaking, you know. Yeah. So yeah, bro. It's one of those things where you just have to kind of take inspiration from others. Bro, I watched Colin in Black and White, bro, on Netflix, bro, and that really inspired me to go, bro. If you're not gonna do something for others, then don't do anything at all. Like just be a sheep. And that really inspired me to go, you know what, bro, this is some bullshit. I refuse this. And even if nobody knows, like I was like, I don't want to do it to get clout. Like I'm doing it because this is what I believe. Like I could have easily gone on Twitter with a massive rant around, where's the representation? Where's this? Where's that? But I'm not looking for a witch hunt, bro. I'm looking to just keep my own sanity and keep my conscience happy. Keep my tipuna looking down on me, like proud of what I did, and that's enough for me, bro. Like yeah, I could have, and a lot of people would have like gone on and gone, hey man, but yeah, I'm not about that life. I got shit to do. I got opportunities that I need to smash, and yeah, so that's it.